Voyager 1 is the farthest human-made object in existence. It is currently drifting through the interstellar void, billions of miles away from its home. A gold-plated copper disc called the Golden Record is mounted to the exterior. It carries sounds and images from Earth, acting as a physical message intended for any intelligence that might encounter it in the deep future. The math of the journey is daunting. It will take 40,000 years just to near the star Gliese 455. Long before then, its power will fail. The probe will continue as a silent artifact, unable to communicate. Recognizing these physical limits, we have historically used giant radio dishes to listen for life, searching for signals that bypass the need for physical travel. When a journey requires 40,000 years and a radio signal takes a day, our current hardware becomes essentially static. The sheer scale of the void makes physical tools ill-suited for finding life. Physics suggests space operates as layered dimensions rather than a simple linear road. Our three-dimensional biological makeup limits our perception. We are built to interact with this specific layer, leaving us untuned to life existing just millimeters away in a higher dimensional state. The physical vastness of the night sky is a byproduct of these biological boundaries. Understanding the universe requires a shift in perspective, viewing space as an internal structure rather than an external distance. Atoms are mostly empty space. The distance between an atomic nucleus and its electrons mirrors the immense vacant distances we see between the stars. This parallel is the foundation of the BSEP-LBC theory, the biological spatial element pathway of a larger body cell. It treats the universe as an anatomical system. This chart maps celestial bodies to biological components. Galaxies function as suborgans, while stars act as mitochondria, the engines providing energy to a cosmic-scale cell. In this model, the visible universe is the internal, living anatomy of a massive host body. We are looking at a biological system rather than a collection of random debris. Violent cosmic forces serve a metabolic purpose. Black holes function as recycling centers, processing matter to maintain the host body's internal balance. On our scale, DNA acts as the biological instruction manual, while the aging process sets the boundary for our specific role within the system. Human death represents metabolic turnover. It is the recycling of elements and energy required to replenish the larger cosmic organism. A single microscopic white blood cell lacks the required sensory equipment to perceive the complete human being it inhabits. We occupy a similar position, functioning as microscopic components within a structure too vast for us to see in its entirety. Our presence is part of the daily biological upkeep of this organism. We are active participants in a cosmic metabolism. The BSEP-LBC theory links our societal structures directly to the health of the host body. In any biological system, the health of the whole relies on the cooperation of the parts. Human conflicts like racism and greed are biological malfunctions, disruptions in the system's internal signaling. When one group attacks another, the system suffers an autoimmune failure. It is like a heart cell destroying a lung cell. This localized failure disrupts the entire network's energy pathways. If it spreads, it threatens the host body itself. Equality and cooperation are functional requirements for survival. Without them, the biological stability of the universe begins to break down. Religious traditions historically provided the moral logic for this cooperation, but human greed has turned many of these pathways into blockages that prevent the healthy flow of energy. If the internal imbalance reaches a critical threshold, the system requires a restorative event. The host body must align its wayward cells to resolve the autoimmune threat and restore health to the organism. Advancing as a species requires a biological shift in perception. We must recognize our shared identity as cells within a single organism, rather than trying to build faster rockets. The connection between science and spirit is found in this shared purpose. We thrive when operating as a single, healthy organ within the living cosmos.